The cruel war is raging. Johnny has to fight. I want to be with him from morning till night.
A Civil War soldier once wrote home that a surgeon's tent was the saddest place on earth. Hello, my name is Bill Campbell, and I'm the author of the Civil War novel titled Soldier for the Union. The book is a war story and a love story told through the eyes of a frontline medical unit, the Regimental Hospital of the 116th Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry Regiment. This has not been done before, not for the Civil War or for any other war. I am a neurologist and a retired U.S. Army colonel. In 37 years of service to the military and the Veterans Administration, I have seen the visible and invisible wounds of war firsthand, from Vietnam veterans with PTSD in a clinic at the VA hospital to quadruple amputees at Walter Reed. These experiences help lend both medical and military authenticity to the book. The novel is about hidden history, impossible choices, and the physical and mental wounds of war. The book grew from a wish to honor those who served in the Civil War, focusing on the soldiers, the surgeons, and the nurses. I particularly wanted to highlight the heroism of those who chose to heal rather than destroy, often while under fire themselves and not escaping the physical or emotional wounds of the conflict. And I especially wanted to recognize some of those who served when they did not need to, who resorted to subterfuge to fight for their country. The story is about two siblings, Ellen and Cormac O'Connor, who can no longer remain on the sidelines after the Battle of Antietam. They enlist together in the 116th, with Ellen in disguise and taking the nom de guerre Lions. When a battlefield injury unmasked Lyon's identity, a battle-weary regimental surgeon and his nurse are forced to confront more than wounds of the flesh. They must reckon with secrets and grief in the face of overwhelming loss. The book is a story of courage, self-sacrifice, and the fragile bonds that held people together when everything else was coming apart. The story weaves together themes of trauma, love, and resilience from a time when the nation itself was staggering from grievous, self-inflicted wounds. I also wanted to discuss Civil War medicine in a realistic way, not in a Hollywood way. The idea that surgery was done without anesthesia is a myth. The surgeons were not butchers. In the pre-antibiotic era, amputations saved countless lives. Both the Union and Confederate Medical Corps had better outcomes and survival rates than the British or the French had been able to achieve in the Crimean War only 10 years earlier. A major focus of the novel is on the daily work of the surgeons and the nurses. The questions this book raises about courage, trauma, and the cost of service to one's country still echo today. Soldier for the Union will be released by Koehler Books in July 2026. I hope you'll look for it. Future videos will focus on the inspiration behind the book, on Civil War history, the birth of nursing as a profession, Civil War medicine, the heroism of the Irish Brigade, and much more. The song snippet at the beginning of this video is from the Peter, Paul, and Mary version of the traditional ballad called The Cruel War is Raging. I'd not thought about that song in years, but a friend read the manuscript and pointed out that The Cruel War is Raging was my novel in a song. Watch this version, which has scrolling lyrics against vintage Civil War photos. So powerful. The link is included below in the description. Thanks for watching and for joining me on this journey back to another century.